Rockstar families, and welcome to our weekly VODCAST. My goodness, it is one incredible weekend out there. Beautiful weather. I hope that you guys have been enjoying it. And I don't know about you, but can you believe that May 1st is this Tuesday? Absolutely crazy, Room 21 Rockstar families. And with May comes a lot of stuff. Okay, so I have a bunch of different announcements, and then I'll get you guys right off to the strategy session for the week. You know, we've moved away now from the Rockstar of the Week, the weekly Rockstar of the Week, and now we're doing a daily 6 hours of fame. Each scholar gets their final 6 hours of fame for the year as we come to the close of the 2017-18 school year. So this past week, we only had 2 days of it. We started with Hannah and Kayla Booth. So congratulations to both of those scholars. They were our scholars this week for the 6 hours of fame. A couple of quick announcements, guys. First of all, scholars are reading their DARE essays in front of the class to Deputy Scoggins tomorrow in class. They came home with a copy of their DARE essay. Just make sure you go through it a couple of times. We talked about some good presentation strategy and skill, specifically kind of putting markings down there so that they can look up occasionally as they're presenting. So just make sure, scholars, that you read over that and that you're well prepared, because you will be receiving an oral presentation grade for your DARE essay presentation. Okay, and I did put that on the calendar this week just to remind you guys. Coming up on Tuesday, we have our 5th grade field trip to the U.S. Natural History Museum. That's going to be an all-day affair. The weather this entire week looks absolutely gorgeous. So make sure that you wear comfortable walking shoes. Bring a lunch. We typically advise everyone to bring a lunch in a disposable bag, meaning everything in that lunch you can just throw away at the end, because otherwise scholars are going to be stuck carrying that thing around the entire time, because our buses drop us off and then they have to move on. Okay, because of the parking situation in DC. And then I always tell the scholars to wear the Room 21 Reichard Rockstar t-shirt. You may want to wear that, guys, because that will be an easy way for your chaperone to keep track of where you are at all times. So that is coming up on Tuesday. And then coming up on Thursday, guys, incredibly exciting, the 3rd annual KWBES Innovation Showcase from 6 to 7:30 p.m. here at Kate Waller Barrett. Every single scholar, kindergarten through 5th grade, will have some amazing innovations on display, and we will have a ton of additional different activities here. You can pause the screen if you want to check it out. Dinner will be provided for all. It's going to be an epic night, guys. 6 to 7:30 p.m. here at Kate Waller Barrett Elementary School, our 3rd annual Innovation Showcase. That's coming up as well. The scholars are doing an incredible job with their science projects. I'm so incredibly proud of them. They're really, really, really looking great. And then, guys, this flyer came home in the Friday folder this week. Our DARE graduation is coming up next Monday, May 7th at 9:30 a.m. here at Kate Waller Barrett Elementary School. All are welcome to attend. It's a great celebration to end the DARE program and to honor the scholars for their graduation from the DARE program. The sheriff will be here. Deputy Scoggins will be here. It's a great ceremony. Scholars, make sure that on this day, May 7th, you wear your 2018, those white t-shirts with the signatures. That's one of the days that you have to wear those shirts. So that is coming up next Monday. That'll be taking place here. And then, guys, coming this Saturday, May 5th, it's going to be incredible. Our 5th grade Room 21 class trip to Washington, D.C. The weather looks incredible, 75 and sunshine. It is going to be amazing. Coming home tomorrow, you guys are going to get one final itinerary and also where you stand with everything, if any money is owed and different things like that. So that'll be coming home tomorrow. If you are chaperoning on the trip and you have not yet paid, you can just hold on to all of that money and just pay as you go. That way I can focus on the scholars who have not yet paid and who do not have a chaperone going on the trip. We are meeting here at Kate Waller Barrett, guys, at 8 a.m. next Saturday for our trip. Make sure you have comfortable walking shoes because we are going to be doing a lot of walking. I do believe that takes us to the end of all of the crazy announcements, guys. I'm going to get you off to the strategy session, and I'll see you right here on the other end. Hey, Room 21 Rockstars, welcome to our weekly strategy session. I hope that you guys are enjoying the weather, but as you know, the House Point race continues to go back and forth and back and forth, and it's really anyone's game, and we only have about a month of school left. So, scholars, it is so incredibly vital that you earn as many house points as is possible for your house because every last one counts. So I have a ton of different things that you can do this week to continue to earn those house points. First of all, I'm going to take you over to the newsletter section, guys. And as always, on the back of the newsletter, you'll find a bunch of different ways that you can earn house points for the week. Okay, I have you creating this week a stem and leaf plot and also finding the median for a specific set of data. So that is all available there, as well as the Google Classroom question of the week. What are you looking forward to most with our trip to Washington, D.C. on Saturday? Okay, remember to write that in complete sentences. And you can also answer the Google Classroom question of the week, guys, over on Google Classroom. Or you can put it down on a sheet of paper, either way, and you'll earn the house points for the week. Heading on over to the weekly strategy session, our weekly math review is up and ready to rock and roll. It's also copied and ready on the Chalk Tray Scholars for those of you who like to pick it up there. Okay, it's going to be worth 20 house points this week. Reviewing the old this week, you're really kind of reviewing the stem and leaf plot, also going back to your fraction and decimal equivalencies, and then the new practice for the week is going to be finding the mean, median, mode, and range for a set of data, okay, and also analyzing a line graph. Okay, so 20 house points if you complete that. If you don't want to print it out, you want to complete it today, you can always just jot it down on a sheet of paper and earn those house points as well. Either way, guys, you can earn the house points just like that. I have a ton of new practice up and ready to rock and roll, guys. As you'll see, I added 2 different mean, median, mode, and range practices and 1 line graph practice. So for any of these that you complete, show all of your work, bring it in, you'll earn 5 house points per problem for anything that's currently bracketed, okay? Anything else on this screen, okay, any of the other math topics, anything here, you can go ahead and earn 2 house points for completing any of these things. Maybe there's one specific topic that we learned this year that we studied that you'd like to go a little deeper with. You can go ahead and click on that, earn 2 house points for any of those. But mean, median, mode, range 1, 2, and line graphs, 5 points per problem as long as you show all of your work and bring it in. I did put these videos up last week, guys, but I really like them because if you're still struggling to find the difference between the mean, median, mode, and range, the first video that I currently have an arrow pointed to is an amazing way to practice that. And then this is just kind of a fun song that will also kind of help cement those concepts and ideas down in your brain. Okay, so either way is a great way to practice. And then finally, our problem of the week, guys, it's called a whale of a shark. This is actually really fascinating. What you're going to have to do, though, is follow this website to complete it. Okay, so you're going to have to end up completing and finding the length of all of these different sharks, the distance, etc. And then down here, which is the part that I love the most, right here, you're going to end up finding the mean, median, mode, and range for the lengths, etc. Remember, for any of these problems, guys, you can use a calculator. This math problem challenge of the week, this week, guys, is going to be worth 40 house points. And I do have it copied and ready to go right beside our weekly math review if you want to go ahead and complete it. Okay? As always, our blackout poetry challenge is here, but remember, the Grammys are due May 11th, as our ceremony is taking place on May 14th. It is going to be, scholars, an epic day, an epic celebration, so you're not going to want to miss that deadline. So with the reading and writing, I'm continuing to keep this up so that you guys have that ready to rock and roll. And if you remember, let me take you over to the classroom page. It's been a while since I've shown you this, but in the About tab of our classroom page, ladies and gentlemen, you are going to end up finding the Grammarly's rubric, okay? Which, if you want to practice at home and you have your folders still hanging out here at school, the Grammarly's rubric is hanging out right here. So all the ideas and then all the categories that you have to enter into are hanging out there under the About tab. So that is available there. Now, I know you guys are all waiting for that secret hashtag of the week. So that secret hashtag this week happens to be hashtag Mr. Reichard's Ties. Hashtag Mr. Reichard's Ties. And that'll make sense first thing in the morning tomorrow, guys, in class. At this time, I'm going to get you back over to Mr. Reichard in person. Star families, I hope that those strategies were successful. Hey, don't forget, tomorrow DARE essays are being read. Tuesday is our 5th grade field trip to the Natural History Museum. Thursday, 6 to 7:30 p.m., Innovation Showcase. All are welcome, no charge, free to all, and dinner is provided. It's going to be awesome. And then finally, guys, coming up on Saturday, May 5th, this coming Saturday, we have our Room 21 class trip to Washington, D.C., meeting at Barrett at 8 a.m. It is going to be incredible. As always, you guys are the very best families in Stafford County, Virginia, and I will see you all right here next week.